Hi, Virginia here. Coming towards the end of the 2020 vintage. It's been a stunning vintage, I have to say, but yeah, it still feels long. You know, when you're in a region that makes Chardonnay and Cabernet, it's always going to be a long vintage. Even though when we embarked on vintage, it felt like it was going to be the shortest we'd ever had. We had such a beautiful warm summer. It was just incredible. So we thought, God, everything's coming off early. The flowering happened early. Veraison happened early. Things looked like they were really bolting. Certainly it was a very early start to harvest and our Chardonnay came in. But wow, the Chardonnay came in with incredible acidity, also with the Beaumont ripeness, the sugar ripeness and the flavour. So we just ticked all the boxes with Chardonnay, and yep, we will be doing a bit of malolactic fermentation with our Chardonnay this year because we got the crazy acid. Interestingly though, I was concerned. Everyone was talking up the vintage as being amazing at the very beginning, but I was really worried that the Cabernets weren't going to actually have enough time to ripen properly. Cabernet takes a long time to ripen those tannins, and we got little berries. Low yields across the board with all of our varieties this year. So we're calling it the rarest and finest vintage we've had, certainly in the last 15 years. Incredible quality, incredibly low yields. But with little berries of Cabernet, you can't afford those tannins not to be ripe. So we were blessed with a little bit of rain towards the end of February. Coming into March, Cabernet hadn't been picked yet. Slowed everything down. Cabernet got to ride the time, and those tiny little berries of concentrated tannin got to a really beautiful place. There's beautiful colour, beautiful depth, incredible fruit flavour within the Cabernets this year, and enough time to get those tannins right. So yep, we're doing some extended skin contact or extended maceration because I think we can. Because the tannins are fine enough, and you get such a stable, beautiful wine if you leave them on skins for an extended period. Birds this year, not a problem for Chardonnay. In fact, we laughed about over netting our Chardonnay by netting 1.3 hectare block of Chardonnay and went, but you overdid it. It was pretty funny. But we actually did speak a bit too soon because we got a little bit of it when we got a little bit of that rain front that came in after the Chardonnays. A lot of Mary Blossom disappeared and the birds just started looking for that Cabernet. So every single block of Cabernet was netted, and we bought ourselves a lot more time to harvest at the perfect ripeness. So I'm incredibly happy with the results of the 2020 vintage. Still got a long way to go. We've still got a lot to press off. Still a lot of barrels and a lot of little batches to look after because there's no less batches, there's no less sections of fruit that came in, there's just a smaller volume of each of them. So I've still got the same number of babies, you'll be happy to know, and we will be babysitting them with ultimate care over the next few weeks until all the malolactic fermentation's finished, all the reds are off skins, and they're locked away sleeping in barrels. And we get cracking on the bottling program. So I hope you look forward to these 2020 wines. If you can get a hold of some in the near future, you've got to grab them because they're rare and fine. Thank you.